later. Okay, so package install day 2022. So I know I've done a couple of these videos, but never hurts to do another one. So what I'm going to do first, I got our package here. I've given them pretty good soaking of sugar syrup. So first thing I'm going to do for these hives, I'm going to feed them first. Done that in the past separately, but good idea, I think, to get the food in and then dump them and then close it off as quick as I can so they're not any more stressed than they need to be. So 1 gallon of 1 and 1 for brood production, etc. So what I'm going to do first is take out some of the frames for where the bees are going to go. So 3 frames, that should do it. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put the queen in, obviously horizontal, so they can free her that way. All right, yeah, so I'm going to get her in and situated, just kind of bury her in one of these frames here, horizontal, so the bees can get her out. I don't have any good tape, so I got to smash her in like that, but this is good. Now she's horizontal and no risk of her getting trapped by any dead bees. So I'll move that guy over. Actually, I'll dump him and then move it over. So like all bee packages before, comes with a little thing on top here, and then pry this food out. Hopefully it comes out nice and easy. You want to keep this thing pretty close, so when you pull it out, they don't come streaming out at you. They do a little more work. What I'm going to do for this guy is I'm going to pop a hole in there and then add all this to the food that I just put in there. So rather than keeping it open, one of the things to consider is I'm adding 4 hives to the rest of my apiary. So, you know, some people will kind of keep these cans open for some like open feeding when they put their packages in. I've got other hives that I'm not feeding at the time. I want them to be, you know, pulling out pollen and nectar from natural sources. So rather than keeping these out and about for the other bees to come and rob from, I guess, I'm going to just add it to the food that I'm giving them and keep it all inside the hive. So every drop of this stuff goes to them. So that's topped off. Give them a couple more sprays here. A little bit of smoke to get them focused on eating and not stinging. You don't really need the smoke when you're doing packages. All of this sugar syrup is pretty much good enough, but never hurts to go a little bit. So, yeah, they're grown. So, last thing I'm going to do, give them one big slam, push all the bees to the bottom, and then I'm going to dump them all right in the center there. And then pretty quickly they'll start spreading out. They'll start crawling all over the frames. I got some drawn out comb in here and some honey already in there. So they'll start moving around, and then I just got to slowly push the frames back in, get everything set up, put the inner cover on, and close it up. So, all right, here goes. Got them down, and here we go. Probably not a great angle, got you there, but got you there, good. All right, and if you want to try to get a look inside here, it's pretty much all in there. You're not going to get them all, so you just want to put this guy close to the entrance as you can, and they'll make their way out. So what I'll do now is kind of get this guy over. Make sure that queen's nice and snug in there. And then you can see they've already started kind of crawling up the frames there. So we're going to get, if we can get all 3 back in there, that's a win. Got some old drawn out comb from old hives, so make her life a little easier. She can start laying right away. And there you go. And you don't need all 10 frames, especially when you got the inner feeder there. You don't need all 10 frames in there right away. You can give them a little space to work with. Next time I come up, I'll make an assessment of how much comb they're drawing out, and then add frames, and then eventually add a super as necessary. But you can give them a little space here. Right now I've got 8 frames in a 10 frame box with an inner feeder, so there's room for one more, but I'm not going to force it if I don't have to. So I'll go grab an inner cover, put that on there, and they'll be good to go. Successful install.